we asked our employees. Introduce yourself and your role at Allianz.
I'm Raphael Rimchonek, and I work at Allianz Global Investors in the CFO pillar in finance operations, and my role is a vendor and contract manager. Before joining Allianz Global Investors 2.5 years ago, I worked for 4 years at Allianz Technology.
Describe working at Allianz in 3 words.
Working at Allianz in 3 words, it's encouraging, interactive, and transformational.
What do you love about your job?
What I love about my job is the interaction with colleagues and external partners from around the world. Together we collaborate and provide the best service as a finance function to our stakeholders. My colleagues have a very broad expertise and high level of education, which gives me the opportunity to learn on the job. In my job, I have approximately 80% of new activities and 20% of recurring tasks, which makes time fly. I'm given also the opportunity to flexibly shape my area of responsibility, to utilize my strengths, but also work on my improvement efforts. And being a father of 2 small kids, one is 10 months old, the other is 2 years old, the flexibility also gives me the opportunity to accommodate to the needs of my family.
How would you describe your job to your parents and friends?
So an easy explanation of my role as the vendor and contract manager at Allianz Global Investors is that I try to find the right supplier for required service or software for the right price for the finance function. And an easy example would be, if you would be looking for a new car, I would ask you about your preferred brand, what specifications or features are you looking for, and what service do you require? Last but not least, but of course an important factor is also what is your budget. And after collecting all this information, I would reach out to the supplier, accommodate you in the negotiation process until the contract is signed. And once the car is delivered, I would always try to make sure your expectations are met. In case there is anything that needs to be improved, of course I would reach out to the supplier and ask for improvements, and also make sure that the service support is in line with the contract.
Why are you proud to work at Allianz?
So Allianz is a great employer that equally cares about their employees and customers. It's the place for best talent with the right attitude and social skills. Allianz promotes to change functions, roles, but also locations. So for myself, I was working for 2 companies in 3 different roles. Another very important aspect is inclusion and diversity. So over the 6.5 years, I learned to be very open-minded, to accept different opinions, to actively listen, be mindful, and all these aspects are greatly promoted by Allianz in different processes and initiatives.
In your daily work, how do you care for tomorrow?
Climate change is a topic very close to my heart. So in the role as a vendor and contract manager, I'm always very interested to know what the suppliers do in terms of caring about the environment. At Allianz Global Investors, I introduced a digital signature process in the finance functions for contract. So we do not print our contracts any longer. In addition, we introduced a fully electronic purchasing process and also offer the opportunity to submit the invoice by suppliers electronically. And being the father of 2 small kids, I want to give them the opportunity to experience environment and nature in the same way we do.
Join us.
Let's care for tomorrow.